Divine Soul? This is going to be a relationship connection reading. We're going to be seeing how does the Divine Feminine feel versus how does the Divine Masculine feel, and how can you guys fix your relationship. This is gender neutral. It's about who's more in the feminine and who's more in the masculine energy. Alright, let's start with how the feminine energy feels. King of Cups. The feminine feels like this person has a lot of love for them, and they feel very loved in the situation, but they feel like their needs aren't being met. So if you're the feminine, you could be feeling like your needs aren't being met, or that like you're wondering if things are balanced. You know this person has love for you, but you wonder if they love you as much as you love them, and you also feel like you're not being replenished right now in the connection. There's needs that you have that aren't being met. You see this person, or the feminine energy, you see this person as someone that is your divine masculine, and you recognize that they're that, but with the Page of Pentacles, you know that there's still growth that has to happen. So definitely now is an energy where it's like, I know that you're my person, but will you complete the steps needed in order for us to elevate together? See how the masculine feels.
The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in the upright. So with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, we're seeing that we have someone in a little kind of like hot bath, and in reverse it's telling me in the upright someone looks like they're coming out of the hot bath. In the reverse it's telling me someone started receding. So maybe the person in your relationship, the other person, your counterpart, is sort of receding from, you know, the relationship. Maybe you're not taking charge as much as you should be. The Ace of Swords is telling me to take charge, and you can already see like the sword is sort of like it's on the ground. It's you can also see like a rope is over the sword. You got to take charge. You gotta, if someone you're noticing someone's receding, do something about it. You know, pick up the sword, brush it off. And we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So you might be thinking that you're being betrayed. You might be thinking there might be deception, but this is sort of just your perception. That's actually not what's going on. There's no deception. There's no betrayal. You might be overthinking the situation. Instead of 10 swords maybe being stabbed in your back, you know, it's quite the opposite.
And not just you, but the masculine energy. That's how they're feeling.
Yeah.
So to take it how it resonates, you can be the masculine or the feminine.
Right. So I'm pulling the Star in reverse now. The Star is showing a very elegant woman. She might represent your counterpart. So, but the reverse is telling me that if you don't really implement these, you might be feeling these things, but this is not really what's going on. You're sort of you're deceiving yourself. This is not who the other person is, and that's why we're seeing this in the Star in the reverse. You're not viewing your partner as a star. You're viewing them as sort of like whatever the opposite of a star might be. You know, stars are bright, and this is leading me to believe that you're sort of not really focusing on the great aspects of the relationship. You're sort of focusing on the negative too much.
Yeah, so that's how the masculine is feeling. Let's see, how do we fix this relationship, or what should you do next? Body changes in the reverse. Definitely do not change yourself for someone else, whether you feel like you're the woman or the man and you feel like you have to change who you are. If you have to change who you are, then you're not supposed to change who you are. You're supposed to change who you're with. And right now, this connection, both of you guys are not listening to the signs and synchronicities that the universe is sending you. So now may be a time for you guys to separate so that you can have a better understanding of what the universe is trying to tell you in your own personal journey. There may be a chance for you guys to reunite or reconcile, but right now there's a time needed for space, or you may find yourself trying to change yourself in a way that isn't really your truth.
Yeah, and space is not always bad. It's actually healthy. It's good to tackle things head on, and have time to yourself, because in relationships you're not always going to be together every moment of the day. So you have to learn how to be. Yes, you've learned how to be together. Now you have to learn how to be apart. And we have sentimental feelings. There can be a lot of sentimental feelings going on. We could utilize. We can instead of sort of going too deep into your feelings, you can use these as a learning experience for yourself. You can ask why you're feeling this, and sometimes you don't really have to. If you're feeling really emotional, you don't really have to address things at that moment. Maybe just thinking about it, practicing mindfulness, will help you sort of get over that and move forward. You don't want to make any drastic moves. Nothing. You don't want to say anything you can't take back. And at the end of the day, there might be external factors that you're not noticing. Dietary changes could be huge for your life. If you become healthier, you will feel healthier, and then maybe all these problems that you thought you were experiencing might fade away. Maybe you'll have more energy reserve to give to your partner, instead of always focusing on like, oh, I don't feel good. Like, you might have bodily problems, you might have aches, you might have, like, I don't know, maybe you strained a muscle or something. If you change your diet, maybe exercise more, you'll feel good, and then maybe all these other things that will start to fade away, and you'll actually be able to give it your all in this relationship.